Hello, I'm back with another video. So, today I wanted to talk about a topic that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was consuming like some videos based on this topic and was talking with a friend at the gym about this, and I was like, okay, this could possibly be a video idea. And the more I dwelled on it per se, I was like, boom, this is going to be a good video idea, in my humble opinion. And I think this is going to relate more to my male viewers, but if you're a girl watching this, maybe you can get some perspective on some men group of like my demographic, I guess. Like, I don't know, 18 to shit, I don't even know, like late 30s, maybe early 40s. So, I want to talk about the black pill today and how it's basically a really easy cop out, self limiting belief. And you know what? I want to address one thing, okay? So, people that usually believe in this ideology are like, yeah, it's all based on looks. Anything that a girl will be interested in about me is looks only. And it's like, are you really going to limit yourself just to that? Like, nothing else in your life is in your control, no belief, like, boom, that's it. That's all your value. I don't know. Like, co signing that and like running with it is just really depressing to me. Like, yes, are looks part of what, you know, you'll, I guess, your attractiveness to a potential partner? Of course. I'd be delusional to say that it doesn't matter at all. That'd be pretty silly to say. But to go on the complete other spectrum and be like, yeah, that's all there is and that's all you're worth and that's how a girl will be interested into you and stuff is crazy to me. And it just screams terminally online. So, which is funny because sometimes I'm like, am I a hypocrite for like learning about this stuff online and then trying to make videos about it or even discussing why it could be a potential issue? But I think what I tell myself, right, for those kind of situations is that I don't use that as my mindset or just the way I look at life as I go about it. Because yeah, that's just crazy to me. Like, I'm 26. I've had experiences in the past, and I don't know. Like, I don't think I was like, getting. I don't know. When I was in school, like when dances would come up and stuff, and like prom, I didn't have the confidence, nor. Yeah, I think it was just confidence in asking a girl out for prom. And I went stag to it. And I remember I was like, wow, I can't do the other things that my friends did for this. Like, I kind of feel like left out or just feeling kind of, bad about myself. But now when I look back, I'm like, I think it turned out well. It wasn't like I ended up being like, I don't know, like a recluse incel per se, because it wasn't like I was involuntarily celibate, which is the definition. I feel like that's lost all meaning too. Like esoteric and incel, like the definition of those words are just bastardized now. Like there is just no way to, they've lost their meaning. Like esoteric used to be like, oh, this is a very specific thing that only a couple of people have said. And I've seen some videos where it was like, this is an esoteric way for nofap or uh, how to make money. And it's like, no, you're sharing it on the internet. How is this esoteric? Like, this is going to be like with a couple hundred people. And I feel like people that propagate this kind of stuff don't really have it in your best interest, which is the hard truth. But call me a little pessimistic here and maybe having some trust issues, but I don't like getting fucked over. Um, Especially when people use my kindness against me. It is just a bitter feeling because even though it's out of my control, it's like, I want to avoid those kind of situations, but I guess that's how life is. You just gotta, have a better, I don't know, mindset about it, so forth. And going back to the black pill thing that was kind of based on this video, I was watching some videos based on it, and it was like the people in the comments was like, "Oh, this is Stacy or a Chad or a Chad Light," and these terminologies I found super cringe because it's like they're so hypothetical. Like, yes, are there guys out there that are very attractive and that a lot of girls will date them? Whoa, what a concept. Girls are like that too, like models and stuff. Like, people want to date these people because they're very attractive. Okay, what are you going to do with this information? Are you just going to, go the hopeless route and be like, well, I'm not like those people, so I'll never find a girlfriend, wife, partner, life partner, whatever you want to label it, like in your life. Like, this is a very negative mindset to go about it. And some guys really run with it, and it's super cringe where I go to these videos and I see in the comments, and I just see these guys like just hopeless and not really finding any. I don't know, they just seem lost. And I don't claim to have all the answers. Some days I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I'm really doing, but I think kind of with the practice that I've kind of used as my guiding compass of stoicism and the power of the now, those two, like, well, one's an ideology, the other's a book that I highly recommend, but the stuff I learned in there, it's all in your control. And once you kind of believe in that, I think you have a better outlook on life to where you're just not pigeonholed to, red pill, this is how women are always going to be, or black pill, like looks only matter. And if you're, in their terminology, below a 5, you're like subhuman and you're never seen. Like, there's things you could do in your life to improve. Like, you can't improve your face too much, but even then, maybe like working out a lot, you could like cut down on like the fat on your face, working on your social skills, picking up more hobbies. And like, I remember seeing a video, it's like, hobbies don't matter unless you're attractive because no girl's going to really give a shit. And I'm like, again, another just like, okay, if you don't have a cool hobby and you're attractive, boom, you're like seen like, I don't know, less as a man, which just blows my mind because these guys end up being very resentful of women, and it just kind of continues the cycle of like, you know, I guess division, between men and women, which is sad because it's like, I kind of experienced some judgment too, just from chatting, and you could tell that's like, okay, this person I'm talking to has maybe encountered other people that are a little bit rude or just mean or cruel in their life, and then maybe they're making a judgment on me because they just met me, and that's a human thing. So I try to go from the path of like, okay, understanding, like, where's this person coming from? Can I understand their behavior better? Why are they upset? Why are they like this? And at least from my perspective of like men and stuff, we got to do a better job of like calling out this crap, because there's some big channels with like this black pill stuff, and that, there's communities for it. And I feel like it's the most terminally online thing. It's just like, okay, you just sound lazy and you're giving up. Like, call me whatever names you want, but screw that. I rather try, I guess, die trying to see what I can do on my, self-improvement journey or just going through life. And maybe I'm not getting the results I desire. But then again, it goes back to like, being present. Where are those desires coming from? They're external. And when you put things that are external as your wants, you will create your own suffering. You will suffer. And it is not a fun place to be. So what I would recommend is maybe being a little more internal and thinking about the things that are in your control and what things that are available to you now in this present moment that can maybe help you towards, the things you may want, or just trying to be a better person. Because you don't want to be like, okay, for example, like I try to work out a lot and I may have a goal of wanting to eventually reach a 225 bench press and then, I don't know, a squat of like 300 plus something. Doesn't mean every day I'm going to be like thinking about that obsessively. And then once I hit there, I'll feel a little empty. It's a goal out there, but for me, I'm just consistency. That's all I'm focused on. Just showing up regardless of my mood and improving my discipline. And I feel like in these black pill communities, they don't even consider that, like at all, because that's hard to do. And it would be so convenient just to be like, yep, looks matter. You're ugly as fuck. You're screwed. You're cooked, man. You might as well just unalive yourself, as some of them would say. Like, it's that hopeless, which is really sad because I like to believe that once you're here living, like, there's always an answer to, your life struggles and building resilience and just trying to be a better person instead of just taking the easy way out. Because at the end of the day, that's your mind talking and that's not you. Think about that. Like, if you cut out any thoughts right now and you just closed your eyes and like started listening to the birds chirping as I'm like doing right now, or it's really hot outside, but like feeling the sun and just, asking yourself the question of, is there anything missing in this particular moment that you're experiencing? For me, I'm like talking to the camera, really present, just, stream of conscious in my thoughts. And like right now, not too much to complain about. Maybe the heat. That's kind of a joke though, but it's like, it definitely helps you stay a little more grounded and not feel overwhelmed by life. A month ago, I kind of did, and I think that's what kind of spurred this YouTube channel, because it was like kind of a way to being like, oh, this is a diary for me. Like, I could talk into the camera, express my thoughts, and see who resonates with that, and maybe could help someone out there, because the black pill ideology is really harmful, and I think it just kind of robs you of control in your life. Like, oh, cool. All my problems are due to how my looks are and how women treat me. Boom. End of story. And then you run with that. That's the black pill. Meanwhile, the red pill's like, okay, women are going to act like this on general. This is their nature. This da 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 da. And, you kind of hear these experiences from men, and maybe there's some subtle truth to it. But like when you go bullet point to bullet point, when there's no gray area or nuance, you kind of alienate me at the end of the day. Because a couple years ago, I was like looking into it and seeing like, oh, why is this so popular? Why are a lot of people talking about this? And then as I got older and having more experiences and like girlfriends, female friends, people just in my life in general, and having conversations with them, it's like it really does a disservice to like how an individual acts. Like, let's strip away men and women and just looking at an individual as a whole and trying to get to know them. And I think you'll be in a much better place than following these ideologies. So today's Saturday, pretty nice day. To anyone that's watching this, hope you're having a good weekend, or whenever you're watching this, that this video helped you in any way, shape, or form. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and maybe turn on post notifications too, because I'm trying to be consistent with this channel as just a challenge to myself. And I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun with this. And to anyone who takes time out of their day to watch these videos, I greatly appreciate you for that. And more than words can express. So, anywho, catch you in the next video.